Now, Enrique Iglesias has already proven that he can be your hero. But the pop star showed what he was really made of after suffering a drone-related accident in Mexico. Enrique was well into his concert in Tijuana when he reached up to grab a drone-mounted camera. Now, unfortunately, the singer's hand ended up caught in the drone's rotating blades, slicing his fingers and fracturing the bone. But ever the professional, Iglesias kept on singing for another 30 minutes despite the blood loss. And this was no scratch. The singer had to have surgery in Los Angeles on Monday. And in a statement posted to his official website, Team Enrique wrote, quote, "His recent surgery lasted longer than expected since the damage ended up being a bit worse than initially assessed. He will be recovering during the next few weeks, but a full recovery is anticipated." But it looks like the Latin superstar is in good spirits. On Wednesday, he posted this photo to his Instagram with the caption, "LOL, you guys waste no time." Now, here in the Drone Zone, we keep a close tab on how the unmanned aircraft are being used, both for good and bad. And I'd like to think that we have a pretty healthy dose of paranoia when it comes to this new technology. But this new horror film, The Drone, well, it's making me think that we need to be way more concerned. Check it out.
It's like something out of a dream.
It's perfect. What's that?
A housewarming gift. Open it.
A drone. Oh my God. Wow.
Not to worry, The Drone, the movie, is not actually real. It's more of a PSA. But joining us now is the parody trailer's writer and director, Jordan Rubin. Hi, Jordan. Thanks for being here.
Hello. How are you?
We got a lot of reactions here on set from everybody working at that clip that we just showed. So where'd the idea for this trailer come from?
It actually started a couple of years ago. I had this idea for a similar spoof trailer called The Printer, which would be this printer that's printing out, devil writing pages, and the family yanks the cord out and it's still working, and it starts shooting out paper and cutting people's necks, etc. And then I just updated it for the drone times.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess that there is some realism, though, right? In that with these amazing advances that we have in technology, there can also be a negative side and a downside to it. How far do you let your imagination go in that regard?
Actually, well, I'll give you an example. The Enrique Iglesias thing, that was a press stunt for my video. So that was all. It's a perfect example. But no, yeah, it is kind of scary. It was funny because I was hearing the whole show just now and everybody talking about, you mentioned the idea of, there's the whole notion of, there's that new Ethan Hawke movie, The Good Kill, where the whole notion of being so separate from the actual device. I think there's a similar thing with consumer products. I've noticed when I was a kid, it was remote control cars. Now it's, it's just been upgraded to flying machines. And I think there's a degree of you're responsible, but you're a little bit out of control of this thing that you're supposedly controlling, but there's an unknown factor. And it can be a little scary, and I actually damaged the drone pretty badly, which you'll see. I could show you here.
Well, yeah, you're worried about damage to the drone. What about damage to those involved in the filming process? Were there any Enrique-like?
That's human life. You can clone people now. It's fine. No, I think I got to a point where I was able to operate it safe enough that people wouldn't get hurt. But there was a couple extra shots where I was trying to do some crazy stuff, as you can see here with the drone, and it definitely, there you can see it hanging off some thread. Because I was working with the Phantom. Yeah, it was the Phantom 2, which, as you can see there, I'm piloting, for me, basically manual, because it doesn't have GPS lock. The new model, the 3, I can't wait to use because you could fly it inside, but it was pretty difficult indoors to fly that thing.
Fair enough. Well, certainly this will not be the last of drones that we see in films, but any chances that people will ever actually get to see the drone in theaters, or what more do you plan to do with this project?
TBD. I don't know. It seems like it would be fun. I directed this film, Zombievers, so it's not out of my wheelhouse, I'll tell you that much. I think there is a real fear, and I think the video has gone, I don't know if it's baby viral or people have really passed it around the last couple of days, and I think it's both. Hopefully it's funny, but I also think it's hitting a nerve in terms of this fear that people have. So maybe, you know, it would be fun to make a B movie about a drone that terrorizes people.
Well, I think you definitely would have an audience with those working on the Drone Zone here at HuffPost Live.
At least you guys, yeah.
We're fans. And for everyone watching at home, you can find a link to the entire trailer for the drone in our resource well below. Jordan, thanks for joining us today.